Impact of variable based on project time. So you can see that at the beginning of the project, you can see that the influence of stakeholders is at the highest. Stakeholders are able to influence the project in any way they like because you haven't really carried out a lot of the work, you really haven't spent that much money. But when you begin to spend money, influence of stakeholders diminishes. They're going to start backpedaling. Oh, I didn't know that was going to cost me that much. Don't do it, don't do it. Now you see cost of changes as well. At the beginning, you don't spend that much money to get changes made because it's still early in the project. But as you proceed with time, from zero to the point you end the project, you find out you're going to be spending more money making changes when the work has started. So take note that the influence of stakeholders is highest at the beginning and it tapers off at the end. The stakeholder has less and less influence as time progresses. But looking at the cost of changes, it's kind of the reverse. It's very little to get stuff changed in the beginning, but as time progresses, it costs more money. So, cost and staffing levels, look at the slide here, lowest at the start of the project, peak in the middle, taper off as the project draws to a close. Influence of stakeholders. They can influence the characteristics earlier on, but as time goes on and you've made those changes, there's hardly anything they can do. Final project cost also. The influence of stakeholders on that is highest at the start of the project and it declines. Level of uncertainty regarding project work, again, is highest at the start of the project because you don't really know what you're going to encounter. Remember the term progressive elaboration. But as time goes on, you begin to get clearer and clearer pictures of what happens on the project. The risk of not meeting project objectives is highest at the start of the project, but as you begin to work on the project, you begin to get more confident, you begin to get more information that will assure you of completion of the project. Project risks are also better defined as the project draws to a close. So do be aware of those key characteristics. Now we're going over to another topic, phases. When you talk about phases in a project, look here at the whiteboard. We could look at what is left of the cycle we're talking about, the scripting, the line producer, the shot list, casting, rehearsals, and so on. We could talk about those as phases. We could refer to those as phases in that cycle of events. So look at the screen here. You can see that phases have been defined as divisions in a project where extra control is needed to effectively manage the completion of a major deliverable. A phase is an element of the project lifecycle. Phases allow project segmentation. Now here are some terms you need to be aware of. The close of a phase ends with a transfer or a handoff. Phase exits, phase gates, toll gates, decision gates, stage gates, milestones or kill points. Because there's a handover going, there's a gate, and in lots of organizations they have reviews where you need to review the project in that particular phase, make sure that phase is good to go, good to be closed, and then you move into the next phase.